Breaking news, a van plowing into tourists on one of the most beautiful streets in one of Europe's most beautiful countries. There are fast-moving developments on the ground in and around Barcelona, Spain right now, and ABC's James Longman is right there.
An all too familiar scene with terror striking another major European city. The dead and injured lining the streets, first responders racing to the scene while others flee from the carnage.
Oh my God.
Barcelona joining a growing list of European cities targeted in recent months. London, Manchester, Paris. The attackers using an increasingly common tactic, turning a vehicle into a weapon of slaughter. This time, the assault left 13 dead and more than 100 injured. Tonight, south of Barcelona, police killed another group of alleged terrorists in what they're calling a related attack. The Barcelona attack began just before 5 p.m. on Las Ramblas, an iconic boulevard and a popular tourist destination in the heart of Barcelona.
It happened in an instant. There was just this white van just driving on the road. It's surreal. It's difficult to explain.
The van mowing down pedestrians at what witnesses guessed was 50 miles an hour.
When I saw it, he was traveling at high speed, just sort of knocking. There were people being flung into the air.
I saw a ton of people screaming. You could hear the van. Seeing all of the bodies there by Las Ramblas. It was like, I don't know, horrific.
The van careering down this path in red for more than 1,000 feet before coming to a halt. The front of the van smashed. We are right at the point where that van mounted the sidewalk. You can see debris there on the floor, discarded clothes. It came up here all the way down this street. People taking shelter, running into stores and restaurants. This woman and her family found sanctuary in a shoe store.
And I saw the people running, and we stay in this store and doesn't leave.
Shadi and Nadine from Connecticut arrived only today. They were on lockdown in their hotel room, left with no information for hours.
So you were in your hotel when you heard like a commotion outside?
Correct. Yeah. And we found out that there's a van that had plowed into a few of the pedestrians down here and with some injuries, and that's how it all started.
But we're not allowed to go out of the hotel. They closed the doors.
So the police came into your hotel and closed it down?
Asked us to stay inside, asked the management of the hotel to not let anyone go out.
And what were you feeling at that point?
Scared. It was scary not to know what's happening and just seeing people running outside.
Police on foot, guns drawn, combing the streets in search of the assailants.
This is clearly a terrorist attack intended to kill as many people as possible.
Tonight, police are calling this 28-year-old Moroccan-born Driss Oukaber one of the 3 suspected terrorists whose activities they're trying to unravel. Authorities say he recently travelled to Morocco, arriving back in Spain just last Sunday, and then rented the van used in the attack. But police say he was not behind the wheel today. Oukaber is now in custody along with a second suspect, and authorities say a third man was shot and killed after running a police roadblock. Oukaber's Facebook page shows him relaxing on the beach, listening to rap music. But he also recently shared this anti-Semitic video in praise of Nazis, whom he described as true heroes. This is historic Las Ramblas, right in the centre of Barcelona. Normally bustling with people, tourists out enjoying the summer night. Now it's shut down, virtually empty. The only thing, security services and all their vehicles lined up. The Barcelona attack comes straight out of the ISIS playbook. The terrorist group has urged followers to carry out similar vehicle attacks, even providing details on the kind of truck to use.
As ISIS suffers more defeats in Iraq and Syria, we can only expect to see more attacks.
If you think about that, it's so easy to do. The world is basically a soft target. You need no training. You need no equipment. You just need somebody that's got the wherewithal and ability to pull off these horrible acts.
Today's attack, once again, a reminder of a troubling new reality for cities across Europe.
It's not a complete surprise. I mean, I'm from London. I know we've had our own problems with it. Any Western city is a target, especially tourist areas. It's not a complete surprise when it happens, especially in this climate.
The images stirring up dark memories of strikingly similar carnage. Vehicles weaponized to create massive destruction. Last July, a Bastille Day celebration in Nice, France, ended in unimaginable horror. 86 dead and over 450 more injured when a cargo truck ploughed through a crowded promenade.
We started running, see a lot of people ducking, looking for doorways, places to hide. There's another sound of shooting in the air.
Less than 6 months later in Germany, as many were finishing up their holiday shopping, a delivery truck barreled through a Berlin Christmas market.
It came in through the entrance, hit the sides of the barriers, and then carried on past us.
12 dead and over 50 more hurt. And this year, 2 attacks in London. In March, a driver struck down pedestrians on Westminster Bridge, killing 5 and injuring at least 29 people. Then this summer,
keep moving! Down there!
On London Bridge, a van ploughed into pedestrians. 3 attackers jumped out of the vehicle, stabbing people indiscriminately at nearby Borough Market.
The idea that you could drive a car 20, 30, 40 miles an hour into a very densely populated area, you're going to harm or kill just a number of people by the sheer force of what you're hitting them with. And so I think that it's a horrific crime, but it's also, if you're one of these people with such a sick bent, it's just too easy to do.
In the US, authorities are concerned about how easily a large truck could become a killing machine.
The real problem with that is you have all those businesses, restaurants, etc., that need deliveries. So how do you get vehicles to these locations? It becomes sort of a logistical nightmare in trying to shut down streets.
In May, the TSA released a report on the threat of vehicle ramming attacks in the US, recommending reporting to authorities any suspicions arising from the rental of large-capacity vehicles near large gatherings and creating barriers that create a serpentine path of entry. And it was just this past weekend when a car driven by a white nationalist ploughed into a group in Charlottesville, killing Heather Heyer and injuring at least 19 others.
The car just plowed through hundreds of people downtown Charlottesville.
Meanwhile, cities across the US have doubled down on their security efforts, and officials wasted little time in condemning this latest attack. President Trump tweeting, "The United States condemns the terror attack in Barcelona, Spain, and will do whatever is necessary to help."
Terrorists around the world should know the United States and our allies are resolved to find you and bring you to justice.
That message echoed by the Spanish Prime Minister.
Hoy la lucha contra el terrorismo es la principal prioridad de las sociedades libres y abiertas como la nuestra.
But the words of politicians don't hide the fact that as ISIS strongholds in the Middle East crumble, attacks on soft targets in the West are increasing, with more innocent civilians caught in the crossfire. For Nightline, I'm James Longman in Barcelona.
Our thanks to James Longman for that report, and a reminder, tune in to GMA tomorrow for the latest on the unfolding events in Spain.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.